And sometimes it's time to just listen more. I mean, we can learn so much about so many things by just listening. Don't have to comment on everything. I heard they said, well, let them say. I heard they, no, they don't, you know what? They're going to talk regardless. So Peter says, First Peter says, if they're going to talk, let them talk about your righteousness. If they're going to talk, let them talk about your godliness. If they're going to talk, let them talk about how close you are to God. If they're going to talk, let them talk about how much you love God. If they don't talk, let them give us something to talk about. So I always be slow to speak. Just read these last ones we get out there of them. You can change your world by changing your words. Remember, death and life are in the power of the tongue. I'll get this right here. You are only as powerful as the words you choose to believe in and use. If I know I'm the righteousness of God, I choose to use those words. If I know I'm raised by God, I choose to use those words. If I know I'm redeemed by God, I choose to use those words. I'm only as powerful as what I believe in and choose to use. So here's one. Why are we not seeing greater manifestation? Here's our first one. Failure of what? Alignment between what? Actions, beliefs, and all right. Failure of abatement. Abatement means to reduce in intensity. If we fail to reduce or fail to realize the impact of the tongue, so then that was the fear of abatement. And we talk about this. Here's our last one here. So it talks about godly wisdom and earthly wisdom. And we'll talk a little bit about this later and go more into detail in Bible study. But here it says that they talk about this, verse 17. This is talking about godly wisdom. So here's our last one. What to receive greater manifestation here, we talked about here. Why are we not receiving it? Because we have now failure of attainment. Attainment. What does attainment mean? Look right here. Read this, please. It is an accomplishment or achievement of a goal. The goal of believers should be to have and walk in godly wisdom. Amen, somebody. The goal of a believer should be to have and walk in godly wisdom. So we have a failure of attainment. We are now out of position to receive what God has for us because we failed to receive and operate and walk in the wisdom God gave us. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. So right here, true wisdom is measured by our deeds. Now look what happens here, though. So this idea, so you have this in verse 17. So these are the other eyes you have for last. It says, first of all, wisdom from heaven is first of all pure. It's first of all pure. So all these are in verse 17. Almost in whatever translation you have, you can have that on your notes there. I'm just going to go through those, and you can look on your slides. Read this one. It's also what? It's also, so wisdom from above is always peace-loving. It's not starting something. You know, you ever have, you got folk in your life every time show up something starts? That's not godly wisdom. It's gentle at all times, willing to yield to others. Oh, get this now. It is full of mercy and good deeds. What's mercy? Mercy is withholding the punishment somebody deserves. So godly wisdom says, yeah, you may have deserved this, but God loves me too much and I love you too much. So but at this point, you're not going to get the punishment you deserve. That's mercy. And lastly, read this one. It shows no partiality. And what does that mean, partiality? Partiality is when folk, have you ever been around people who change the way they talk based on who shows up? They just as country as a sugar sandwich. And then somebody shows up, I'm so happy I are here. But why? Because they're just straight. So at some point, so partiality says I'm not going to act differently than who I am. See, I appreciate folk. I just appreciate folk who just are who they are. Who, regardless of who's around, they are who they are. And what happens is that godly wisdom doesn't change based on who we're around. So let me just talk just for a moment about these two things. Wisdom versus knowledge. How many know there's a difference between wisdom and knowledge? Amen. Let's talk about this. Read this with me first. Knowledge is knowing what to say. Wisdom is knowing when to say it. Yeah, God may have given you a word for somebody, but the word may not be to give it right now. The word is not, maybe it's to pull them to the side. Maybe it's when y'all going later on, but it's in wisdom. When do I say the knowledge that I have? Now, this is even better. Watch this one now. Knowledge is knowing what to say. We'll go on. Wisdom is knowing whether or not to say it. We don't have to say everything that pops in our head. Flower. We don't have to say everything that pops in our head. So wisdom says, well, maybe God showed you something that was for you to pray about and not say about. I said, maybe God showed you something for you to pray about and not say about. Yeah, everything that comes, I'm telling you, sometimes God will show you things and it's not us, sometimes parents, God shows you something to kids and the children may not be able to handle it right now. You go up there and tell them, well, God showed you that I saw you doing this and saw you doing that. You may run that kid away. And instead of saying that at the appropriate time, I'll share. See, even God didn't do that with us. God gives us a glimpse of where we're headed because we know we can't handle it all. Keep on going. Get this one out. Knowledge is realizing that the street is one way. Wisdom is looking in both directions anyway. You should have been one way, Harold. We were down there, where were we in Atlanta? We were in Atlanta just earlier this week. Big sign, big as his wall. One way. He comes and there's this guy down there waving everybody. So wisdom. I'm going to look both ways anyway. You know, everybody had that wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So here's the difference I want you to have. This is what we're talking about wisdom. This is by far the most comprehensive and best definition I have seen of wisdom put together from the Hebrew and Greek. Read this with me, please. It is the ability to discern and conform to God's will. It's beautiful. I'm discerning. I'm going to distinguish it. I'm going to distinguish God's voice from all these other voices. I'm going to distinguish his will from my will, from their will, from the devil's will. I'm going to discern his will. And then I'm going to conform with that will. I'm going to conform with that will. Let's keep on going here and talk about this now. So let me give you three things really quick before we finish. Wisdom gives us at least three things. And then I want to give you that, and I may give an acronym, maybe in Bible study, or not now. Wisdom gives us at least three things. First of all, wisdom gives us clarity. Love that one. Wisdom, godly wisdom, gives us clarity. How many have ever been uncertain about something in your life? How many have been uncertain, unclear about it? So wisdom from God gives clarity. This is where many of us are right here. We're on the right side. Y'all left side, not right. Unclear. You know that you thought God said or directed you to do this, but not really clear on it. Now let me be clear what I'm saying. Sometimes we clear just hard here. God said forgive. You ain't got to be like, well, was that from the Lord? Yeah, it was. So now I'm talking about a decision to be made. Sometimes we don't have the clarity that's needed. And God will always provide the clarity we need to fulfill his will. Clarity and wisdom. Now get you have this on your slide. Read this with me, please. And this is a revelation I think God laid in my heart. And read this together. Purity of heart and applying godly wisdom produce clarity of mind. If I want my mind to be clear, I got to have my heart clear and also make sure I'm following godly wisdom. Then I got clarity. Then I'm no longer kind of fuzzy right now. Now I'm clear. God said do this. And now I'm now sensitive to the promptings and the leading and the direction of the Lord here. So now read this, please. I love this. Read this, please. If God gave you the clarity to see it, he'll give you the character to pursue it, wisdom to maintain it, and strength to fight for it. Never allow fear to dictate your destiny. So if God gave you some clarity, I'm telling you right now that my wife and I, we're going to fight for y'all in the spiritual realm. We're going to fight for y'all in the natural realm. Because why? Because God gave us some clarity about where this church is supposed to be. The devil tried to close it down, and the devil tried to come against us. But we believe right now that we are here for such a time as this. And God gave us some clarity here. And he'll give us the character to pursue what he said. And the wisdom to maintain it. And we're going to have all the strength we need to keep on going and fighting what he has. Why? Because we will never, don't let fear dictate where you're headed. God already has a glorious path for you. God already has a prosperous path for you. Don't you let fear. That's what he said. We start off with that. Don't fear whatever the obstacles are. A red sea in front of you. Don't fear. Stand still, see the salvation of the Lord. With the problems you see today, you won't see again. I just need you to stand still. And don't say a word if it's contrary to what he says. So here's the next one. Wisdom also provides, watch this now, I love this. Wisdom provides us with certainty. Not only clarity, but certainty. You gotta know some things have to be non-negotiable for a believer. See, if everything's negotiable, it'll get you all over the place. Yes. Some things have to be rock solid for a believer. Certainty. Got to have certainty in an uncertain world. So certainty is the conviction that something is what it is. So here's what happens. You got to have certainty, first of all, that God what? See, here's the point. When you know God loves you, He can see you through the storm. When you know God loves you, it can see you through the rain. When you know God loves you, it can see you through the pain. Because you know right now God loves you too much to leave you by yourself. So I have to be certain that my actions did not cause God to stop loving me. You got to be certain about that. I got to be certain about that. So now here's what happens. If you love something, what you going to do? Give. For God so loved the world that He gave. He gave us peace. He gave us joy. He gave us love. He gave us one another. He gave us health. He gave us strength. He gave us power. He gave us anointing. He gave us breakthrough. He gave us favor. He loved us, and He gave. So our role is to make sure that we are giving as directed by God and not directed by us. What? Here's the other thing. Certainty. You got to know that God lifted you. You got to know that you're lifted. You got to know. You got to know beyond a shadow. I know you may be in a valley right now. You got to know God lifts you. You got to know that you're going through the valley. You're not supposed to stay in the valley. You got to know God lifts you. When it doesn't look good, you got to know God is still a lifter of your head. You got to know beyond a shadow of doubt that God lifts you. So look what it says right here in Psalm 41-3. Look what he says. He says, I waited patiently for the Lord, and He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the miry pit, come on now, out of the mud and the mire, and He set my feet upon a rock. And He gave me a firm place to stand. He put a new song in my heart, a hymn of praise to our God. And many will see and fear the Lord and will put their trust in Him. Somebody's going to see you got raised up. And God put you on a rock. And as a return, they're going to say, what must I do to be saved? Somebody give God some praise up in His house. He will raise us. He will raise us. He will lift us. God, you got to know that God is not turning His back on you. That certainly God lifted you. But here's the last one right here. Certainly God liberates you. God has set us free. Can somebody say amen? Amen. God has set us free. Now what happens? God liberates you. I love this. If the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. When the Son sets you free from what people think, you are free indeed. When the Son sets you free from people's bondage, you are free indeed. When the Son sets you free from everything people say about you, you are free indeed. So when you know who you are and you know whose you are, at that point you can be free and be free indeed. So wisdom also, lastly, provides believers with conformity. Conformity. We're allowing ourselves to conform to the will of God. So let's read this with me, please. Christianity is not about conforming God into our image. Whether it's about